guys, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new to my channel, welcome to my channel. My name is Aisha Sibanda and I'm coming to you guys live from Kano, Nigeria. So guys, it's been a hectic couple of weeks. That's why the content has been so inconsistent, because I literally came on vacation and I had told myself, okay, when I go on vacation in Nigeria, I'm gonna be vlogging, I'm gonna be doing all these things. But guys, I literally came here and my whole body's just on vacation, guys. I've just been just chilling, But yeah, guys, I could not leave you guys this week. I'm just here to confirm something. I am officially engaged. Yes, guys, look at the ring. Look at the ring. Yes, guys, he officially got down on one knee and asked me to be his missus. And guys, I was just buzzing. Today is the 6th of February. So all this happened last night on the 5th of February. And guys, I did not expect it. I genuinely did not expect it. Okay, and let's rewind. Okay, guys, I'm here to give you guys a life update. I just want to tell you guys what's going on in my life, ne? So guys, if you're interested in that, please give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel for more content like this. Okay, so guys, first of all, let's start with the reason I'm in Nigeria. Ne? I'm in Nigeria to come see my boyfriend who finished university in Russia and then had to come back to Nigeria. The way he left was a bit sudden. I didn't even get the chance to see him. He just left, right? And obviously we had been getting closer and closer and talking about serious shit. So it's like shit was getting serious, right? And then all of a sudden he just had to leave. So there was a day, January 13th or January 14th. I texted him and I was like, lol, wouldn't it be funny if I just came to Nigeria after I finished my exams? Then he was like, wait a minute, that's a good idea. And I was like, really? And then he's like, yeah. And I'm like, okay. And the thing about me and him that I love so much is we're so spontaneous. When we want to do something, an idea will pop in our heads and then immediately we just do it, right? So then immediately from there on, it was not even a question. We knew that as soon as I finished my January exams, I was gonna come to Nigeria, right? I finished my last exam on the 24th and there was a cheap flight to Nigeria on the 25th. And then on Thursday, I went on the flights, everything was fine. We left on time from Moscow, everything went smoothly. And then I got to Ethiopia, guys. Guys. So we arrived in Ethiopia and I was supposed to leave at, I think it was around 8 a.m. No, I think 9 a.m. Somewhere around the 8 or 9. I'll confirm and I'll put it on the screen. So I was supposed to leave at that time, guys. And my flight was delayed by 2 hours and 30 minutes. This was a flight to Lagos, you see, because there was some kind of a problem with the plane. And keep in mind, guys, I was on the plane seated while they were fixing the problem. So you should have seen my nerves. I was just there what could be this delay? What's going on? And the worst part, guys, is Lagos was not my final destination. I wasn't going to Lagos, Nigeria. I was going to Kano, Nigeria. So I had a connecting flight from Lagos to Kano. Now I'm stuck because the plane is not moving. So I'm like, shit, I'm gonna miss my connecting flight. All these things are going through my head. I was so confused. And I knew that when I get to Lagos, there was gonna be someone transporting me from the international airlines to the local airlines, because in Lagos there's two different airports. There's an airport specifically for international arrivals, and then there's an airport specifically for local departures and arrivals. So I had someone who was gonna be waiting there for me at the airport. So I was like, shit, the person is gonna wait an extra 2 hours and 30 minutes. There was just a lot going through my head at that point. But thank God, we safely left and we safely landed in Lagos. We were 2 hours late, but we were there. And keep in mind, guys, I had been traveling for about 24 hours now. I had not showered. I was smelly. I was tired because I could not sleep on the plane. The seats were super uncomfortable. I could not sleep. I was hungry because guys, plane food is it's just meant for you to survive. It's not meant for you to be full, especially me who likes food, you see. So I was hungry and this boy keeps calling me every 5 minutes oh, how's it going? What's happening? And I understand he was anxious and he didn't want me to miss my connecting flight because the time was 3:30 and my connecting flight was at 4. And we had to take a 15-minute taxi ride to a different airport for me to actually get that connecting flight, right? Yeah, but then, guys, long story short, I was able to get my visa on arrival. And then I went outside and I met the guy who was supposed to take me to the other airport. Oh, he took me to the other airport, guys, at 4:30. And keep in mind, my local flight to Kano was supposed to leave at 4. And I don't know how, miraculously, guys, When we arrived at the airport, it was already 5 p.m. because we left at 4:30. We arrived at 5 p.m. And they told us that like my flight was delayed. Like my connecting flight was delayed by 2 hours, guys. So I was lucky. I was very lucky that that flight was delayed because they were like, they already closed the gates, they're not letting people in. But like the thing about Nigeria, if you got the Benjamins, everyone will listen to you. So yeah, there was a bit of Benjamining involved. And then after those Benjamins, they were able to get me on the flight. They got me on the flight, and then immediately after I got on the flight, like the plane like left and I arrived in Kano. Like it was a 45-minute flight. But guys, I don't know why. And maybe it's because I knew I was gonna see my boyfriend at the end of that flight. It felt like a lot longer than 45 minutes. That was not a that was not a fun trip. But I got here in one piece. And yeah, I'll insert a video of like the moment where I saw him so you guys can see how like happy I was. So guys, moving on. Yeah, that was my arrival story, but now let's talk about the engagement, eh? So guys, I feel like such a bad person because I had been pestering and pestering this guy like, but like, when are you proposing? Like, when are you popping the question? Am I just gonna be your girlfriend? Like, what's happening? So I had been pestering him constantly, and I did not know. I found this out yesterday after he proposed, but I did not know that like he had been planning it, because he says that he knew in the first month of us talking that like we were gonna get married. And I'm like, wow, I didn't even know. And like there was a time we went to a store, it was like a promise ring he wanted to get me, and that promise ring was like size 17 in Russian sizes. And then the promise ring was like a little too big, so I told him, oh, the ring is slightly too big. I did not realize that like he was measuring my fingers with that. So then he was like, okay, so then yeah, you'll probably be around a 16.5. So this guy had been like planning. And the funny thing is, yesterday, because the proposal happened yesterday in the morning, I was like, I've been in Kano for 2 weeks. This guy like is not romantic at all. He doesn't buy me flowers. He doesn't do anything. Like even like a chocolate or something, nothing. So I was like, babe, what's happening? And he used to be such a romantic guy. Like he used to like buy me like little cute things that would remind me of him. So I'm like, babe, what's happening? Do you feel like finally you've got me, now you don't feel a need to be romantic? This was me in the morning, like trying to figure out why he's not being romantic. And then he was like, what do you mean? Then I was like, you used to like buy me little cute shit, and then you used to like say the cutest stuff and like give me these amazing poems and all these things. And like now it's just like, sister, good morning. You know, look, that's the vibe I was getting from him. Then I was like, okay, what's happening? Then he's like, okay, fine, I'll try to be more romantic. And who knew that this guy was planning a proposal that same night? I did not know. And guys, he got it exactly how I wanted it. So how it started was, they were like, you know, we should go for dinner this night. We should go to like a nice restaurant. And then I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. And like, I didn't even think too much into it, because since I've been coming, we've been going to like places. Last week we went to like this, it was like a street restaurant where they were selling catfish soup, and it's hot and spicy. And like we went to that place twice, you know, like had a couple of beers and we were just chilling. So we usually go to nice places. This Saturday we went to like, it's not really a beach, it's more like an artificial beach, right? And then we went like boat riding. That was this past Saturday. So I was like, I wasn't thinking too much into going out because we always go out. So I was like, okay, let's go, fine. And then, okay, so let me try to explain the dynamic. The little baby, right? Sister's baby, his name is Bolahong, right? So then, like, it's like Raho Bolahong. That's the dad, right? Then Raho Bolahong, like, before we left that same day, he was like, oh, you know, tonight we're gonna go for a very nice dinner at one of my favorite restaurants. And then I was like, oh, okay, that's nice. And then he was like, you know, you should wear your best dresses because it's going to be such a nice place. And I was like, oh, okay. I don't know why that didn't click, because he never like cared usually what I'm wearing. So then it's like, when he said that, I was like, okay, that means it must be like a high-end place. It never clicked in my head that like, this is it, you know? And then at night, I start getting ready. So guys, you guys think that South Africa is the queen of load shedding. You have not been to Nigeria. You have not stepped one foot in Nigeria if you think that South Africa is the queen of load shedding. So then like at night, I want to do my makeup to get ready to go to this restaurant. The electricity goes. I'm like, what's the point? And like I was so bored at that point. I'm like, why should I even do my makeup? There's no electricity. And then like Aziz is like, no, you should do your makeup. And I'm like, okay. So then I'm there, and like he's holding like a phone, and he's holding the eyeshadow palette as a mirror, like on top, so that I can be able to see what I'm doing. I get labon, how much like us. Okay guys, so there's no electricity, but Yeah, I already told you guys about the electricity, so hopefully it comes back shortly. Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay, so he was holding my phone and like the eyeshadow palette so that I do my makeup. And like I was bored because I was like, why should I do my makeup? Like there's already no electricity. Like I was so bored, but I was like, what, let me just do it. Then I did my makeup and then there was a particular dress. I should have known because he was like, I should wear this particular dress. And it's the same dress that I wore the last time we had seen each other, like in Russia. So then I was like, you've already seen me in that dress. Let me wear my black dress. And then he was like, okay, you can wear the black dress. And then I put on the black dress. Then he's like, meh, he didn't really like it. And then I was like, I'm wearing the black dress. And then I put on the same top I'm wearing now. I put it on over the dress. And then he was like, okay, I like it now. And I was like, okay, you like it with the blue top? That's fine. And then we left. Like, I don't know, nothing was connecting with me. Even in the car, I wasn't even thinking about anything. And I remember specifically after the car parked, I remember like there was a bag next to me. Someone grabbed that bag so quickly. And I was like, okay, why is this bag being grabbed so quickly? What's happening? Like, it's only after I came home and then I was thinking about everything. And I was like, how did I not realize? Because it was just a bag. And I'm like, what's inside this bag that someone does not want me to see? It was probably the ring. I don't even know, but it was probably the ring. And then like we went inside the restaurant and we went upstairs. So when we went upstairs, there was like this huge circular like cylinder thing with flowers on it. And it was covered with like white sheets. And I was like, maybe it's just like decoration. I didn't even like click in my head that like that could have anything to do with me. Like my brain was just meh. And then eventually Rago Balahong was like, okay, you guys should go downstairs and take pictures. So when we were walking upstairs, I saw this like light, like this place with this nice light on like the first floor. So as soon as he said that, I was thinking to go to that place and take pictures. I wasn't even like thinking that anyone is plotting anything. I was just thinking like, okay, let me go downstairs and take my nice pictures there. That was the only thing on my mind. So we went downstairs, and then when we were on our way downstairs, I was like, oh, let me take pictures of you first. So I'm taking pictures of him, and then I'm like, oh, you should take off your jacket and give it to me. And like, he gave me his jacket with such hesitance because I did not notice at the time, but the ring was in the jacket. So he gave me his jacket, but like the way he was giving it to me, it's like someone who's hiding like a gun in that jacket, you see. So then like I took the jacket and I'm holding it and I'm taking pictures of him, and this boy's phone is ringing and ringing and ringing and ringing. And I'm like, what's happening? Why is his phone keep ringing? And then it would ring and I would ask him, oh, what are they saying? Because obviously I knew it was the people upstairs calling. I'm like, oh, what's happening? What's happening? And then he's like, oh, no, they're just asking, how things are going. Like, if you found our way, this is that. Like, he just had excuses. So I'm like, okay, then that's fine. So I was just like focused on my pictures. Then I'm like, let's go properly downstairs and take pictures. And this boy's phone rang maybe like 4 times. And it was in the span of like 10 minutes. His phone rang like 4 times. And I was like, can you just take my pictures? And then he was like taking my pictures. And like, I did not realize at this point, I just thought like maybe he's being a bit absent-minded, but like he was so anxious. And I did not realize that. I just thought that, he's just focused on something else, you see. And then eventually he was like, oh, we have to go back upstairs. I'm like, oh, now? What about my pictures? He's like, we'll take some later. And then we go upstairs and yeah, we're just there walking and I'm talking, but he's a bit quiet. And I'm like, okay. I wasn't reading too much into anything at this point. So we go back inside, and initially when we first came in the restaurant, I was saying that we should move to like a different place because I wanted like to sit at like a table where I can lean on the back of the thing, because where we were sitting before it was stools. Initially I had said we should move. So when we came in the restaurant, they were not sitting where we had left them, but I didn't read too much into that because I had long said we should move to like a more comfortable place. When I came inside the restaurant, they were like not sitting where we were sitting before. Like it did not click in my head that this has anything to do with anything. So I just went to where they were sitting. Like literally, guys, I walked past a whole poster that says, will you marry me? And I did not see it. Because the thing is, that poster, it was the same thing that I had walked by before. and it was covered up. So you know when your brain just doesn't see something because that thing is always there. I don't know how to describe it. It's like a mirror, for example. If a mirror is always on this wall, your brain just knows the mirror's on that wall, even if you don't look. You just feel like it's there. That was the kind of the feeling I was having. So when we went back inside, I walked past that banner. I did not realize the blanket had been removed. So I walked past it, and then I turned around to see if he's behind me. And then when I turned around, guys, the shock on my face. I heard the song. It was Perfect by Ed Sheeran. I have faith in what I see. That song. So then I heard the songs. Then I turned to him and I was like, "Aw," because I know we love this song, right? So I turned to him and I'm like, "Aw." And then as I'm turning around and I'm awing, like he's kneeling, and I'm like, and then next thing he's holding a ring and he's smiling at me, and I'm like, it was me like shocked. You guys should have seen the shock on my face. I was so surprised. I was like, everyone is like looking, and like guys, even the people from the chefs of the restaurant had like come out and they were there clapping, and everyone was like, say yes, say yes. I was still trying to digest what's going on in my head. Like I wasn't even thinking yes, no, maybe. Like I was just laughing because I was so shocked. Like I did not know, because guys, I always tell this guy, I always tell him, the day you propose, I'm gonna know. And he's like, no, you're not gonna know. And it's like the day he asked me to be his girlfriend, I knew, because I know how his behavior changes when he's about to do something big. But honestly, guys, this time he honestly fooled me. I had no idea. I had 0% idea. I genuinely had no idea. I don't know how I missed all the signs, because even when I'm telling this story back, there's so many red flags, but I missed all of them, guys. He genuinely pulled a 180 on me. And after that, we had like an amazing dinner. We had like jollof, and then we had like wine. It was so nice, honestly. And like he was telling me there were things he wanted to say, but then in that moment, his brain was blank. And I'm like, I completely understand, because me too, like in that very moment, I was just, my brain was blank too. It was just honestly like, wow. Yeah, but there it is, guys. There's the story. That honestly, guys, I am genuinely so happy. And today is the 5th, so I have about 10 days left in Nigeria to, like, just enjoy my fiance and like the country. And guys, you guys watch me come on this channel, like, and like tell you guys how men are trash, men are this, men are that. So it's like to see me like finally being a lover girls, like, I don't know, it's just such a surreal feeling, honestly. Like, I'm so happy. And this man does not want to be on camera, but it is what it is. Yeah, guys, honestly, thank you guys for being patient with me and my inconsistency with content. And yeah, my wedding is going to be in Botswana in December. So maybe I will invite some of you guys to come along with me, be a bridesmaid, like groomsmen, just like, hang out, chill, little bit at a step, and all this shit, because I cannot dance to save my life. But yeah, at least someone has to be able to dance, because he can't dance either. So yeah, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this mini story time about my engagement. I never thought I would say this. I'm so happy. But yeah, guys, I love you guys. Make sure to like this video, leave a comment down below, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. And if you want, you can follow me on Instagram at aishasibanda. But I love you guys. I will see you guys next time, and bye.